This is his house. He got his stuff inside there. And
Might as well show it to him. Would you like to see the inside?
oh, really? I didn't want to ask you that because I didn't want to invade your
You have to
privacy.
excuse me because you know, I'm a guy, so it's a mess. You know.
Oh, guys. Hello everyone, it's your girl Real Talk with Booming, and I'm here today again with another bang bang video for you guys. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you all for rocking this channel with me. Without you guys, there's no Real Talk with Booming. I do appreciate every single one of you. And to you, my new subscriber, yes, I know you're gonna subscribe after today. Please, if you love what you see, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. First of all, it's gonna encourage me to keep going, and second of all, you're gonna be able to see all of my videos, and make sure you turn on the notification bell as well. Anyways, so today I'm right here with Chris, and you're gonna be hearing from Chris, and you will hear me in the background as well. So thank you very much, and I will see you after the video.
So, my name is Christopher Husketh. I live here in Baltimore. I've grown up here my entire life, and I'm homeless. I live in a camping tent right here on Pratt, Utah, in the middle of downtown Baltimore. And a lady, she wishes for me to speak on my situation. So
Right.
that's what I'd like to do. So just to keep it in an honest perspective, so what I'm telling you is the truth. I do live in a camping tent. If you look here, you'll see it. This is actually my tent. And I've been here in this spot, this one very spot, for I would imagine about 4 months now.
About 4 months.
4 months.
Ooh.
Just in
Okay.
this spot here.
Uh-huh.
But the hotels in the area and the people that come by daily, you know, they see me, of course, every day, and they've been just a blessing. They've been so good to me, and you know, it's just wonderful to have people that you don't even know, you know,
To
saying
support
hi,
you, right? Hi
know,
to you.
and they'll help me with things to eat and you know, household items, toiletries, things like this.
Like that, right?
And it's really very much appreciated. It's a blessing, in fact, because most of the time I don't have anything. You know, I know that I probably look like I have something, but I don't. You know,
All right.
What you see here is just basically things that were donated to me. You know. These shoes, in fact, somebody gave me these about 3 days ago.
Wait.
Basically, I know it looks like I have things because of my appearance, but I don't. I don't have anything, and this is due to the fact that I have not worked in well over a year because I paralyzed my right hand, or a couple of the fingers on my right hand, early winter. So it is completely. Well, I do construction for a living.
Okay.
So I'm unable to do that now because I've injured myself. You
Yes,
know?
sir.
I can't do the things in construction that I once did, and it's not safe to work around people with.
So let me ask you something, Chris. Let me ask you something.
Sure.
So you say you've been in the tent for 4 months.
Yes.
So where were you before the tent?
Before here.
Right. Where were you before the
You
tent?
see that building right there? That's with that curves around the Zenith apartment building.
Right. I see that building.
I stayed on the sidewalk outside of that building for about 6 months. And
Wait,
then
did you say you stay inside of the building or by the side? Is it like outside
on the
of the building?
outside on the sidewalk?
Oh, on the sidewalk. So
the
it's
sidewalk.
not like you lived inside.
Oh, absolutely not. Not inside of the building. No, I had my tent and I set it up on the side of the building there, much like on the sidewalk here, but next to the
Do
building.
you mind to come to the shade? I think the sun is reflecting.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get back to the shade right here.
So, yeah, so I've been here about 4 months, and I stayed over there about 6 months.
All right.
And when I first arrived there, that was about the time that I injured my hand, you know. So So that is really the reason that I'm not employed right now. I mean,
Okay.
employment will come, and it's taking time.
Alright.
But it's really hard
To keep up with life.
to keep things in order and keep everything in compliance when you live on the street. I have no money. I have several suits of clothes, you know what I mean, and regular things like that, and a little bit of food, and this tent that keeps the wind and the rain off of me, and shelters me, you know, so I can sleep at night. And so that is the extent of my assets.
Alright.
That's all
So,
that I
but
have.
okay. So let me ask you this honest question: when you were working, were you saving? I mean, like, how did your money just finish just all like that, and you became homeless? You know.
Yeah.
But I know that it's easy to be homeless in America because a lot of people what sustains them is their day-to-day job.
Exactly.
So most
yeah.
people live from hand to mouth because when they get their money, they pay their bills and and then it's all gone again, and then you start a cycle all over again.
Yeah.
So was that the
Living from,
cycle you didn't really have savings, right? You were just
No.
working and paying your bills.
I was moving through much like everyone else, paycheck to paycheck, and I saved what I could, which wasn't very much. But when I lost my job, the savings were gone. I mean, they left so quickly because I had to use them to try and keep up with things. They were very quickly exhausted, and at that point, I had no job, I had no money, and that's when things became the situation that they
That it
really are.
is.
And I'm in a tent now, so yeah. Any money that I had saved when I was working was quickly spent on things just trying to keep my head above water.
Okay. So another thing, people are gonna wonder, how do you fit into this tent? Because I had always wondered, you know, remember the day I approached you? Remember the first day I called you when you were walking down? I've been thinking in my mind a lot of time, how is this man able to fit into this tent?
Doesn't look
And
like
I
it's-
actually wanted to like talk to you and say,
Well, the tent itself is about 6 feet wide. It's about 3 feet deep. When you look inside, if you're looking into it from the front, you got about 3 feet, but you got about 6 feet in the other direction, which is enough to lay down.
so you can actually lay down and stretch your legs,
Stretch out.
or you have to
completely.
fold your leg up.
No, I don't have to do that. I can actually stretch out completely.
Really?
From my head to my toes.
Guys, would you think he's able to fit into this little tent? But actually, this is where Chris lives day and night. I mean, I've been here for quite a month now, and I've been seeing Chris day in, day out. This is his house. He got his stuff inside there. And
Might as well show it to him. Would you like to see the inside?
oh, really? I didn't want to
You
ask
have
you
to-
that because I didn't want to invade your
You have to
privacy.
excuse me because you know, I'm a guy, so it's a mess. You know.
Oh, guys, he's so generous to show us. I didn't want to ask him so that I don't be doing too much, but he wanted us to see how the inside of the tent looks like. Oh, and it's got a suitcase. Look at that. And then it's got a place where he lays down. That's where he lays down, and
So
it's got like.
this will be kind of where I'll lay down, like right here.
Whoa. Okay.
Now,
Wow.
this would be my bed.
That's your bed.
Yeah, I can.
Actually, whoa.
Ah.
Guys, look at that. Look at that.
So I
Right.
do fit, and I can sit up. You know what I mean? Quite so. I'm okay.
Wow. I would never imagine it's as big as it is.
Yeah. It's
Whoa,
actually-
you were
it
so
looks-
generous because I was so skeptical to ask you to show it because I don't
Yeah.
know, but
Well, that's okay because I'm sure a lot of people wonder. You know.
I know. Honestly, I wonder about that. I kept thinking about it day and night. And then when it's raining, does the rain comes in? Do you have water coming to the tent?
No. Thankfully, this tent is equipped with a rain shield on the top of it, and it actually went on separately. But this keeps the rain off me. It has
Okay.
a slight overhang in the front so that any water that falls will just kind of just run off. and
Okay, so it doesn't. The rain doesn't come in.
doesn't get wet, thank goodness, because I gotta
Okay.
be honest, the tent itself is a blessing, but and without it, if my stuff were to get wet, it's an issue. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It's an issue. I remember in the wintertime that happened to me a couple of times, and the combination of the moisture and the cold air could freeze you to death if you're not careful.
Right.
But the winter's over now, and it's starting to be spring.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, the weather is beautiful now. So, okay, that will lead me to another question. So, when the weather is hot, do you get hot inside the tent when the weather is hot?
Like today, there's no way I would be able to go in and shut the door and stay in there because I would be, the temperature on the inside of the tent, if it's closed, not a cloud in the sky with the sun like it is today, it would probably reach 100, 105. I'm just gonna guess 105.
I see.
Yeah.
And there is no AC or fan or something to cool you off. Ain't nothing like that, right?
There's no electricity. I have no way to run anything.
To run anything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And another issue is too, and this is unfortunate, but it's the way that it is. See, my situation here is such that I can't lock it. You know, anybody at any time.
Anybody can invade it. But why would somebody want to come to the tent to steal something? I mean, what would they be thinking they're going to steal anyways?
Well, another homeless man who doesn't have anything
might
consider this.
Oh, right.
And it's happened to me before. You know, I've actually come back and the spot in where my tent was is now empty, and everything that I own is now gone. Now I have to start all over again. You know, very disappointing. But unfortunately, unless I pack all of this up and carry it with me all of the time,
and you can't even do that.
And there's no way I would be able to do that.
Yeah. So, Chris, another thing that my viewers would want to know is they know that in the U.S. is a lot of government assistance, is a lot of project housing or maybe shelters or something. Why would you not consider those options?
Well, shelters do not appeal to me. I'm very grateful that the city has a place, if indeed they do, for people to come. But I just don't feel comfortable laying in a place where there's 100 strange people that I don't know and falling asleep around them. A lot of these people that are homeless, God bless them, but they have issues. You know, I worry for my safety and at times, and I try not to put myself in positions where you know, where I would have trouble like that. So I find it best to just do my own thing, try and take care of myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And another question that might be on the mind, another question that might be on the mind of viewers will be, are you receiving any kind of governmental funds? You know. Yeah,
I actually do. I get what's called food stamps.
Food stamps,
I get those on an independence card.
Okay.
A little bitty card, a plastic card that they gave me when I signed up for it. This is through the Department of Social Services in Baltimore City. And it's not much. It's like $100.
Yeah, we all know it's not much. It's not enough to sustain life, right?
It's about $180 in food stamps, which feeds me pretty good, you know, for a little while. But I have a tendency to, because there are a lot of people that I know in my situation, you know, and so I have a tendency to just see somebody that kind of I can relate to, and I you know, so I'll just go down to the dollar store without saying anything and pick up about $20 worth of stuff, and there you go, buddy. Because somebody
kidding?
freely did it. Oh, it gives me the best.
Oh my goodness! No, wait. Say that again. I want somebody to hear you again. Say that again. That you always, you know, assist other people with a little token you have to. So repeat that again. I want some people to hear that, even though in your situation you are still thinking about some other people.
Oh, absolutely.
That's inspirational.
Yeah. So I was just saying that I get food stamps on a monthly basis. Comes to about $200 roughly. But as you know, this is my situation, so I can very much relate to those in trouble and those in need. A lot of the fellas that I know too, you know, they have drug issues, and it's really not their fault. They're caught up in a whirlwind, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'll like just go down to the dollar store and get them about $20 worth of stuff without them knowing, and just come on back and
give it to
here you
them.
go, my friend. There's some things to eat.
God bless your heart.
And if it was like cold out, I put some hand warmers in there. And the reason I do that is because I have been in this situation for a long time, and more than once someone has come up to me that I did not know, and they helped me with, you know, they were just very generous, and my heart just felt so grateful to that. And so I do that. I try to give if I can, because I get more out of it.
So let me ask you this question. If you are not comfortable, it's okay not to answer. But do you do drugs? Do you do any of, you know, drugs, marijuana, any of those things?
That's a touchy subject, but I'm going to have to give you the honest truth about it, because
it's okay if you don't want to answer that, right? You know? But I just want people to have,
okay.
You know, we want to put it out there.
So my entire life, I grew up in a neighborhood where drugs and gang life is just a part of life. So very young, I got caught up into the wrong things when I was younger. It just happened that way, and you know. So over the years, over my teenage years, in my 20s, I stayed drunk. I was just drunk, and I don't even remember half of my 20s. I was such a confused individual, you know, no sense of anything. But I found that when I, you know, early when I first tried to get high, I noticed that it gave me the confidence that I was lacking in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? Like I could talk to this girl now. You know what I mean? It didn't bother me so much. Or I would do things that I always knew I had the potential to do, but never tried because I was just, you know, afraid to. But it was the wrong thing to do, because there's a double side to that, you see?
Right.
And in the end, I ended up almost dead.
Okay.
You know, almost dead. I've been shot.
Wow.
I've been shot. I've been stabbed, and I've done a lot of been robbed many times. All because you know, of where I grew up and how I grew up.
Right.
So to answer the question, you know, I used to engage in drugs and alcohol.
Hold on. There's this.
I know.
Yeah, let that crazy one just go by. I hate those kind of cars. They just make so much noises.
So to answer the question, I did very much used to indulge in drugs and alcohol a lot. But that stopped for me a couple years ago. You know?
Okay.
So I just it's just that I realize now, because I'm a little older now.
Right.
I'm actually 47.
47. Wow.
And there's no way that I could have any kind of a
life like that.
And live.
So let me just summarize what you said. So in the time past, you actually did those things, but right now, as we are talking,
yes.
You claim.
In the present, yes, I have no alcohol or drug addiction. I do smoke cigarettes, and unfortunately, but I've been cutting down a lot. So
on that.
Hopefully, I'll be able to. Because it's really affecting my breathing, and that's not good.
Yeah.
So that's another thing I need to start working on, believe it or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully, right. You can start working on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I don't use drugs or alcohol anymore. It costs me so much, you know.
If people want to be generous to you to donate, you know, whatever they want to, would you be generous to accept it? Would you love such an assistance?
Well, I mean, I am very grateful. I truly am for whatever an individual may be able to do. But if there's ever anything that
is Baltimore ever quiet?
We gotta let the fire engine pass.
Right. Guys, Baltimore is never quiet. I'm so sorry. You're hearing a lot of noises, but Baltimore is never quiet. This is downtown Baltimore, right? So it's always something going on somewhere. It's either the fire truck or the police, you know. So we do apologize for the noises, guys,
She
okay?
ain't never lying. It's noisy as hell out here all the time.
Right.
So, what were we saying?
I was saying, would you
yes,
accept
I
generous
see.
donation?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very grateful for whatever it is that an individual can do. But know this, if there's ever anything that I can do, I'm right here on the corner of Pratt and Utah. My name's Chris and I live in that tent.
And
And
you're
I'd like
ready.
to be able to give back if I can. Whatever it is that takes place, you know, I go moment by moment. But in my
Right.
nature, I try to help if I can. Not much I can do financially, but you might.
Oh,
need,
Chris,
you know.
something just came to my mind so that I want transparency because I told you. Remember that I told you that some of my friends were kind-hearted
Yes.
and they donated a certain amount. Can you recollect how much have I given you so far? Can you? Yes.
$300.
$300. Good job.
Once a week for 3 weeks.
Good job. I absolutely love
She
that.
came up to me and she said, I'll be back later today, and about 10:30 tonight. I said, okay. So, and she came back, and when she did, she gave me $100. She had $300. But
Right.
she said, I ain't giving it to you all at once.
Right. I love
You know,
that.
She didn't really know me too well, and I understand. And but she came back every week.
All right.
Money everywhere, and it was such a burden lifter. because
Whoa, thank
it
you
really
so
came in handy,
much.
and it
Thank
really
you,
did.
Chris. Thank you.
That was great. I think that's what sustained me in the last
Few.
couple of weeks. You know.
Thank you so much, Chris. I really
That's
do
okay,
appreciate you
Thank you.
opening
you.
up on your vulnerability and talking about you.
Yeah.
I really do appreciate that.
Well, it's
Thank you
okay,
very
'cause
much.
I think it's neat that some people don't understand. They
Mhm.
see a gentleman like myself living in a tent like this, and they'll wonder to themselves sometimes, different things. But I'm here to tell you that it's not.
Mhm.
Believe what I'm telling you. It
Right.
can happen to anyone. It's always important to remember that tomorrow may bring something different for all of us.
Right.
We must remember that.
Right.
And,
All right. So not to make this long, I'm gonna close it right now. But do
Okay.
you want to dance or do something for my viewers to just give them some happy vibes or something? I don't know.
okay.
You want to do some vibes or?
I can't dance. I'm not a very good dancer, so I'm
All
a
right.
little embarrassed. You'd have to catch me when I think nobody's looking.
That's why you can
when
do
I'm
that.
getting down.
Yeah, at least you got some moves, huh?
But I'd like to give you this. It's kind of a riddle. It's a number riddle. Would you like to hear it?
Okay.
All right. How is your math?
Pretty good, I'll say.
Now listen.
To make me a pharmacist, huh?
Yeah. I'd like you to pick a number between 1 and 100. Don't tell me what it is,
Okay.
but remember it.
Okay, I think we did this when we were young. We did all those kind of things. But I'm going to do that. Okay, I have a number inside of me now.
Do you?
Right.
Okay, now double it.
Okay.
Okay. Now add 10.
Okay.
All right. Now cut it in half.
Okay.
Now take the one I told you to remember
Uh-huh.
and subtract it from what you have now.
Uh-huh.
Now I know the number in your head.
What is it?
You haven't told me anything.
And what is the number?
It's 5.
Yeah, it's 5. You're right. The number is 5, right? Because I had 20 initially and I did all of those things. Yeah.
Without you telling me,
Yeah.
anything. You worked it all out in your head.
Yeah. Wow, you did awesome. So thank you so much, Chris. It's
I'll
really
tell you how that
amazing.
works, I'll tell you how that works the next time.
All right,
Well,
guys.
listen, I wanted to just say, God bless you, ma'am, for your time and your understanding, and God bless everyone who sees this video. And I just wanted to say that, the time to explain really meant a lot. It's good to be able to talk sometimes.
Right,
It
to
makes
say
you
your
feel
mind
better.
out. Right.
And y'all take care of yourselves. Be
All
good
right.
to each other, and I'll see you, okay?
Thank you, Chris.
welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome very
So
much.
guys, thank you to our dear friend here, Chris. All right, guys, you have heard it all from Chris. You know, he let everything out. And if you do have any question for him, make sure you leave your question in the comment section. I'm going to get back to him with those questions, and of course, he's going to answer all of your questions. And so, guys, I want to appeal to you today. If you have anything to give to him, anything, $1, anything, please do not hesitate. Remember what the Bible says. It's always blessed to give than to receive. And it's always better. And the Bible says that inasmuch as you do it to one of these people, you have done it unto me. Nothing is too small. I beg of you, let us try to make a difference in the life of Christ. We're probably not going to be able to do everything for him, but a little drop of goes a long way. I want to say thank you to everybody for listening. God bless you. And I hope that you do subscribe, and I will see you again in my next video.
Being good to people is better than preaching a sermon. Being kind, generous, compassion speaks much louder than any words. We should have a goal every day to do at least one good thing for somebody else. Galatians 6:10 says, don't miss an opportunity to be good to people. But when you're good to people, you're sowing a seed for God to be good to you. The more you bless others, the more God will bless you. I was in a hotel lobby one time, and a man was talking on his cell phone when his battery died. It must have been an important call because he was very frustrated and stressed out over it. He was an Asian man, dressed very nicely, and I was standing next to him. I just pulled my cell phone out and said, here, use mine. He said, no, I'm calling long distance. I said, that's okay. You can call wherever you want to. He seemed very surprised. He said, are you sure? I said, yes, I'm sure. When I heard him calling Korea, I almost changed my mind, but thought, God, let the call drop, please. But 5 minutes later, he handed me my cell phone back and said in the most genuine voice, thank you so much. I could tell that simple act of kindness had brightened his day. It may have cost me a few dollars, but I've learned when I'm good to other people, God will always be good back to me. And I could have ignored it. Thought, oh, too bad his cell phone dies. Happens all the time. I don't know the man. It's his problem, not mine. No, I realize my assignment is to be good to people. That's one of the main reasons God has put us here. And if we're going to reach our highest potential, we have to make it a priority to be a blessing. Not just big things, small things. Borrow my cell phone, give a compliment, give a ride home, stay late and help a coworker. All through the day, we should be looking for ways we can be good to people.